gentlemen, I'm Raj Mehta from Booth News Network, and the date today is Tuesday, November 6th. The weather is looking great, and we have many things on our agenda.
So today we'll be discussing an important topic. 200 years ago, the country was created by our founding fathers who made the country to give everyone an equal opportunity to succeed. But today, people are wondering if the American dream is dead. To help us answer this question, we have Daniel here with 10-minute news report. Over to Daniel.
My name is Daniel Kim, special 10 minutes news report. Today, we'll be talking about the American dream and if the American dream is dead or alive. To talk about that, here's Jeezy talking about his new song, American Dream, featuring J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
Hey, Young Jeezy in the house!
Alright, so Jeezy, today we'll be talking about your song, The American Dream, and how you feel towards the American dream itself. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so let's start with the line in your song where you acknowledge the people that said you wouldn't achieve success, but at the same time you knew you would make it.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Okay. So the whole point of this line was to, let my fans know that all they had to do was believe in themselves to make their dream come true. They didn't need anyone else to bring them down, or, if they had any negativity, they just had to push it aside. And the whole point of this was to, let my fans know I just needed to give them enough inspiration and encouragement to fulfill their dream. And the point of this line was to showcase my successfulness, but in a more humble and inspirational way rather than, to be bragging.
Well, that's great to hear. What hardships and struggles have you had to overcome to become a celebrity? And do you believe you have achieved your American dream?
Oh yeah, man. So growing up, my family got divorced, or my parents, and I've been going through multiple houses, multiple family members taking care of me, and it wasn't easy. I got caught up in some narcotics, and I went to a challenge group, and after that, music was my main outlet. I started making some music, and I got some traction, and then from there, my career began to take off. Shout out, take off! And so yeah, pretty much once that happened, I wanted to give back to my fans. They were doing so much for me. They were supporting me. And, I've never experienced anything like this. So I got Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole to hop on the track. Shout out K-Dot. And, yeah, so the whole point of this track was to give back to my fans. It was a small gift, the least I could do for them. And I just wanted to give back and show that, anything's possible if you work hard enough. And in short, yeah, I do think my American dream was achieved. It's something that everyone can achieve with enough determination and hard work.
Well, that's all the questions I have today. Thanks for doing this interview.
Yes, sir!
Thank you, Daniel. Very insightful stuff on the American dream.
Now let's head on to our on-street reporter, Jerry Liu. He's asking pedestrians on the streets of New York about their input on the American dream.
Hello, my name is Jerry Liu, and I'm currently standing in Central Park to interview some American citizens about their opinion on the American dream. Hello, sir.
Oh, no English.
And you, sir, do you think the American dream is dead?
Well, in my opinion, the American dream is not dead. But the thing is, a lot of people in the United States, they feel like that the dream is dead. For me, I've achieved my American dream when I moved here from Israel to provide for my family. And people that don't believe in the American dream, they just need to redefine what their dream is. I'm not that successful, but some people are just trying to make millions. That's what they think their dream is, but it's just not that case. It's not the case sometimes.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I can totally see your viewpoint, how some people simply just don't work hard enough to achieve their goals, and that's why they're not succeeding. Okay, now let's go interview another person. Hello, sir.
Sorry, I can't speak English. You won't be able to interpret what I say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, and you,
Hey, what's
and
up,
you,
cuz?
sir? What is your opinion on the American dream?
American dream, bro? Dead. My brother Jaquarius, bro, he got popped in the head with a Glock. That's the American dream, bro. Dead. Gone.
Oh,
Nothing.
I'm sorry to hear that. And what's your opinion on the dream?
On the dream, bro? Like nowadays, bro, they got these unfair salaries, bro. I be doing the same job as these Asians. They be making twice what I make, bro. It's not even fair.
Interesting. And what have you done to get out of your position?
Nothing, bro. I can't do anything with these prejudices.
Well, sir, I think I could help you. Did you know that Asians face a SAT and ACT disadvantage? They usually score higher, but they usually have to get a higher score to go to the same college.
Bro, I don't know college, SAT stuff, bro. I didn't do college, but I just don't get paid the same. It ain't fair. Thank you from New York, Jerry. So now we're going to head over to Dallas where we have Raj, our other street interviewer.
Over to you, Raj. Thank you, Jerry, for passing it over. now we're gonna ask some other people. As you can see, there's a young boy out here playing some sport. I don't know what exactly he's trying to do. We're just gonna enter his property. He probably won't care. Come on. Let's ask him some great questions. He seems like he's okay at basketball. He doesn't know where he is. Okay. Hey, bud.
Hey man,
Booth
what are you
News
doing
Network
here?
Booth News Network. Can we ask you a few questions?
Sure man.
So, what do you think about the American Dream?
Oh well, I'm just coming from an extracurricular history class. Let me just
Oh.
refer to my notes real
A
quick.
history class? You didn't
Yes.
say he's in a history class. Do people still go to what grade are you in, buddy?
I'm a 6th grader. So,
Are these your
anyways, so according to the Constitution, in order to form a more perfect union, the citizens of the United States should provide for common defense and secure the blessings of liberty. That's from the preamble.
notes? And what exactly do you think that means?
Oh, well, that's on my notes as well. Wowzers. Let's find the page. Here it is. Well, see, what I'm trying to say is that people should work towards their success, and they should just go towards the success of the nation and as a whole, and just become united, you know. And if that doesn't pick the American dream for them, you know, I don't know what does. The American dream is alive.
Well, you're a very smart 6th grader.
I'm also really good at basketball.
Okay. It seems like you don't have very many friends. But, thank you, Jerry, and we'll send it back over to you, Raj and Sherry.
Well, Jared, thanks for those great on-street interviews. I really gained some knowledge about how people feel about the American dream.
Yeah, those were great. And now back over to our 10-minute reporter, Daniel Kim. He has a very exclusive interview with Chobani founder and CEO, Mr. Hamdi Ulukaya. Over to you, Daniel.
So, thanks, Raj, but unfortunately Daniel is sick today, so I'm here filling in for him. Anyways, I'm here with founder and CEO of Greek yogurt company Chobani, Mr. Hamdi Ulukaya. And in contrast to our earlier guest, rapper Jeezy, Mr. Ulukaya actually wasn't born in the United States and had to move here as an immigrant from Turkey.
Hey, Sherry, how are you?
I'm good, so let's talk about your journey to success through the American dream and some advice for our viewers today.
Yes, of course. So I was born into a poor family in Turkey, and as I grew older, I realized I needed to create more opportunities for myself. I didn't want to stay in Turkey and just keep doing the same things over and over. So I decided that my best thing to do would be to move to the United States. After all, it's referred to like the land of opportunity. Once here, I tried to search for a job, and I started a small business buying feta cheese. One of the first things that I did was I bought an abandoned yogurt factory upstate New York. This really helped me with the original production and creation of Chobani, because it really started off my production of yogurt, high mass production of yogurt. And my lawyer actually advised me not to buy the factory at all because it was $700,000 and it would be a horrible decision. But I took a big risk, bought it, and I bought an abandoned factory for a legitimate reason.
Wow, so that risk really seems like it paid off. So, next question: what was your childhood and journey to the United States like when you first had your dream of moving here?
Well, I lived in the eastern part of Turkey, and the weather was really nice there. It was like Colorado type weather, and we were pretty prosperous in Turkey. We had a very adventurous, outdoorsy family, and as a family of shepherds, we used cows to make yummy yogurts and cheeses in the mountains of my village. But I was always getting in trouble with the Turkish government. I'd become an activist and extremist. And one day I decided something had to change. So I had my mindset on Europe. I was like, that's where I have to go. It'll be the best there. But then someone told me that I should go to America. I wasn't even thinking about it. So with $3,000, a bag of clothes, and some knowledge of how to make feta cheese and yogurt, I moved to America in 1994.
Wow, that's such a great story of inspiration and determination, Mr. Ulukaya. So once you were in the United States, how'd you go along and create Chobani as a yogurt brand and a business?
Well, my dad recommended me to make cheese because there was no good feta cheese brands here. But I was always like, if I did that home in Turkey, why would I want to do that again? So I didn't like the idea at first. But, I was like, let me just start a business. Let me try, because I was so good at making cheese. And the first 2 years, it was crazy hard. I didn't make a single dollar, and I lost so much money, especially with that $700,000 factory I built. I pulled the trigger on. But then the business went up from there. I never believed what I could do and what Chobani has become, especially since When I first started the company, Greek yogurt only owned like 1% of the market on like the stock market, but now it's over 50% of the market. So the brand I've made it today is all because of the opportunities I've had and just me deciding to take a risk on things. And maybe if I didn't even move to America or buy that factory, none of this would have happened. But coming to America enabled me to do all these things.
Wow, honestly, just an awe-inspiring story. Thank you for your time for this interview.
Thank you. And thank you to BNN.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for the exclusive interview of Mr. Hamdi Ulukaya and how he's created an empire by following his dreams.
Mr. Ulukaya has been a great example of how the American dream is indeed alive and how the American dream can open pathways and opportunities for many people coming to the United States. This has been a very special episode, and from the studio crew and the news reporters to our interviewers, we hope you follow your American dreams.
See you next time on Booth News Network. Signing
Signing
off.
off.